So today I wanted to start a new project. I wanted to create this binder mail for a dear friend, and I thought it'll be a good idea if we can make it together. So I hope that you can join along, and yeah, let's get crafting. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be making this binder mail. Now this little binder here, which is a little bit beat up, as you can see, I found at Michael's some time ago for $1, and this is, I think, is supposed to be like a December binder, and I got this in July, so I had it for quite a while, and it does come with these pre-made pages, kind of like if you want to do your December daily. I just found it. I just got it because it was $1 and it had black and white stripes, which I love on the inside. And I didn't use this as a December daily. I was planning on to, but I kind of wanted to change my style of December dailies, and I did it as a Midori type of album. And so I am going to just take off these pages, and I definitely can use this for something else. I don't know, like it will make a really cute ephemera for like a journal, Christmas journal. So I definitely like it, but I think I'm going to reuse this binder on a different way. So I also can use one of the pages here as a template for the holes, which is what I probably do. You can see it better here. Okay, so now the outside is very Christmassy, and it has this gold foil star, which I'm going to cover. I know it's a little glare here with my lighting, and then in the side it says believe, but other than that, I love the shape of it. I like the size, so it's not like a huge binder. It's kind of hard to find this smaller type of binder. So this one measures 8 3/4 by 9 1/4. So it's not too big. So yeah, so we're gonna repurpose that. And then I wanted to use this pink passport collection. This is one that came out from the paper studio at Hobby Lobby probably a year or 2 years ago maybe. So I loved it. I had I think when this came out, I made some traveler journals with these, and it was so pretty and so girly. I actually had 2 of these, and this is my second one that I barely got into. Now what I don't like about this paper is the fact that it's just paper, it's not cardstock. And actually I like it and I don't, because I can double it, and I plan on putting these on my laminator machine, which by the way, I'm going to warm it up. I'm gonna turn it on and let it heat up for a little bit. So because the purpose of binder mail is that you are going to attach all these different embellishments that you want to send to your partner. I'm sending this to a friend. She's actually having a challenge on binder mail, and I think by the time I post this video, because I'm already late to the challenge, and I actually don't want to post this until I know she gets it, that it will be a little bit too late if you want to join in to her. But I'm actually thinking on doing a binder mail challenge myself, because I just think they're so fun to make. Okay, so the paper is super girly, and like I was saying, I don't mind the fact that the paper is thin, because I'm going to use my laminator to create the sheets. That way it's a lot easier to stick things to the laminator page, and then she can remove them and the paper won't get damaged. But you can definitely just use cardstock, and if you're gonna use cardstock, always make sure you double it so your pages are strong enough. So right now I'm gonna pick what I want to do for the cover. Now I think I'm going to divide this video into probably a couple of episodes, just because we're gonna be making the binder, the pages, embellishments. I just kind of want to walk you through the whole process, because I know there's not a lot of videos out there. I mean, there is a lot of beautiful videos on people showing their binders, but I didn't see a lot of videos on how actually, you know, they put it together. Because I mean, it is just fun, and it's all about your personal aesthetic and how you want to decorate yours. So I want to make mine super girly. So I'm just picking some of this. This paper just so adorable, like so fun, happy colors, and it's just so cute. I love this girl here, but she is a little bit too big, so I think I'm gonna have to skip that one. And I love the Eiffel Tower, but it is too much white on the background, so I have ice creams there. I might use those ice creams. I love this page here, the perfume bottle. So that one, I look at this page. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now this page I'm going to use, but I am actually going to cut these little faces out and use these as embellishment. So I'm thinking of making some like rosettes and just having these beautiful girls on the center, and then it's just gonna be so girly. I love it. I don't do a lot of girly stuff, but definitely I do love it. I do more like shabby chic. I don't know, I do a little bit of everything. But so this one I'm going to separate in pieces and add them as like centerpieces of my pages. And then something for the cover, I think one of those I'll use for the cover. I love the flamingos, but I mean, flamingos are cute. I just don't see a lot of, I don't see how the theme of flamingo with the cute girl goes. To me, flamingos are more like summer. Okay, so I already went through these ones, and I'm trying to see which one else. And I probably have enough pages, but I like the color of those flowers. So let's start with that. So the first thing you're gonna do, because I'm assuming we are going to be using different binders, I'm gonna open this up and I am going to measure from the center of my binder ring here until the end here, how much room I have to create my pages. Now this goes from the center of the ring all the way to like 7 3/4, but I also want to, you know, enough room to have like a clear space. So I think I'm gonna cut my pages to 7 inches, and then I'll have enough room space if I want to add some trim on the side or something. I don't know yet what I'm gonna be doing. And then the height of my binder, like I said, it was 9 inches, but the inside pages, I want them to be probably 8.5. So I'm actually gonna make it 8 1/4 because I'm gonna laminate. If you're laminating, keep in mind that after you laminate, you need a little bit of the margin on the laminator to maintain your page together. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So I'm gonna cut my pages at 7 by 8 1/4. And if you're not using laminator, you can just simply cut 2 pieces of cardstock and put them side to side, back to back, like we're gonna do. So let me find my paper cutter. It's right here. Okay, so I'm going to, since these are nice and thin, I'm gonna cut them together. Put this one on the side. This I think is super cute for like the cover. So I'm gonna cut these ones. Maybe I can cut them all at the same time. We'll try. Maybe not, but we'll try. Okay, so 7 inches here. Oh, what do you know? It cuts through. And then 8 1/4. Now I don't want to cut the necks off, so I'm gonna start on this other side. Sometimes that matters. Okay, so I'm gonna do 8 1/4 this way, and yeah, I think got it right. 8 1/4 by 7, and now I have my page sizes. Now I'm going to put them back to back. Let's see, and I didn't cut, I think, let's see here. I think I should have made them bigger for the cover. Okay, so I'll cut new ones for the cover because that's just too small for my cover. I'll just use this for pages. So what you want to do is put them back to back. And I'm gonna use my glue here. You can use double-sided tape also if you're afraid your glue is going to wrinkle your paper. So let's just do a little bit of glue. After we put the pages back to back, make sure that you don't have anything sticking out. Sometimes we don't cut perfectly, so there's a little bit of white coming out. So So I'm just going to use my scissors and make it a little bit more even. So same thing here. So just a little extras, which is probably some more on this side. No, this one's fine. Okay, and then I'm just double checking all of them because yeah, I just don't like seeing that little white space. Okay, and this one seems fine. Oh, it's a little bit here. Okay, and I think the first one was just fine. Okay, so now I have my pages back to back. I'm going to use my corner rounder here, and this is definitely optional as well. And I have my laminator here that it's ready to go. I'm very happy that I've been using my laminator a lot more lately because I was very excited when I first got it, and I got it like last year, and then I kind of stopped using it for some reason, and now I am like finding a lot more uses to them. So if you watch my recent 12 Days of Christmas series, you will see that I use this laminator quite a lot to create some Christmas presents, and I even made some more after that. So I'm super excited that I am using it because I bought me this huge, let me show you what I did. I bought this huge pack of thermal laminated pouches, 100. Okay, so I have a lot, so I'm gonna use that. Okay, so I'm just finishing up here with the corners, and the laminator is ready to go and kind of waiting there. So I'm going to use the sheet, so we're gonna just place this in. Let's see if I can open it. There we go. And I am just going to place it on the center, maybe center top, so I don't have to trim too much, just like that. Okay, and then we are simply going to put this in here, and we're just gonna hold it. I like to hold it labeled, that way nothing moves out of place or anything. And now we just let it go through. And there we go, we have our first laminated page. Oh, I just love the feeling of the laminator. Okay, so I am going to run all of my other sheets through. So I have all of my 4 pages here, and now we're gonna trim around them this extra plastic here. So I'm just going to line up the edge here, because I don't know if when I placed this, I placed it straight enough. I think it looks pretty straight. Actually, it's pretty straight, but anyway, just in case you don't have it straight, just line up this edge of your paper with like this line here. Okay, so that way you know for sure that it is going to be trimmed straight, and just do that all around. Same thing here. If you're not using the laminator, you're definitely just skipping this step, and you don't have to do anything. You just glue your cardstock back to back, and you can move right along. Okay, so I trimmed my pages, and now I'm just gonna go and do the round. I don't think my round corner goes through this plastic. I don't know if yours might, but I don't think mine does. So I'm just gonna do this by hand. So now I'm going to kind of figure out which order I want the pages. Like, I know I want this one to be the first one, and maybe something like this. I don't know, I want the eyelashes somewhere over here. And sorry, I'm probably making you dizzy. It is a little bit of glare with this paper, that's on with the laminator, that's the only thing. Okay, so I think I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so now I'm going to just put them together, and I'm going to grab that piece from the binder and use it as a template to make my holes. Whichever binder you got, it probably came with a template or some protective sheets, but if not, you can always just so let's see how we can do this. You can basically just place it right along and use one of your sheets, just mark where they land, and then just measure 1/2 inch to the side. I think that would be the best way to do it, but again, a lot easier if you have something that came with your binder already. So I'm just going to place it like this and use my puncher here. Now this one is cool because it goes through a lot of layers of paper at the same time. Oops, so I'm just trying to clean it out. I think there's something in here from last time. Okay, so I am just going to do, oh, another thing you can do if you have one of these is you can set it up to 1/2 inch, and that way you don't have to worry about them being like more in or more out. So right here is where I want it, and then right there, and that's 2, and then we're gonna do this one here and this one here. Okay, so now I have the 4 openings, and let's see now if they actually work. Okay, so perfect. There we go. Okay, so I love how the pages turned out. I did open some of them a little bit bigger, so I just make another hole right next to them because it was kind of getting, because the holes are not as big as they should be, I guess, for this binder, because it kind of gets a little bit stuck. So I did went ahead and open some of them a little bit more. But there you go. I love the colors, the combination of the black and white with the pinks and the teal. All right, so now let's work on the cover. So I'm back to my design paper here, and I'm going to cut around the image of this girl. I think she's so pretty. So I'm just going to give it a little white border around. Okay, so I have these images cut out, and I'm going to also laminate them because, like I said, the paper is very thin, and I want to make sure that I have them in layers on my cover. And I might not use all of them in the cover. I might use some throughout the book, but I just want to make sure I laminate them all at the same time. And I think that should be good here. So I'm just going to pass this through again. All right, so I went ahead also and I laminated a piece that I'm going to use on my cover here, and I laminated these images. So now I'm going to fussy cut these ones out, but first I'm going to glue this down so it starts drying, and I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac glue because I'm basically going to be gluing on plastic, and you definitely don't want to use a glue gun. I mean, I never use glue gun. To me, this glue is probably just as good, maybe better. But if you use glue gun a lot, don't use it on these laminator sheets. Okay, so I'm just gonna send threads and let this dry. And here we go, make sure there's no air in between. And okay, so now I'm going to cut around my images. Now we can decorate our cover. I have all the different pieces cut apart, and I was thinking of using this girl, but now I'm kind of changing my mind and I want this one because I'm going to put this pink trims on the side, so we'll see which one. And then I also want to decorate the inside, so whichever I don't use here I will use on the inside. And I'm just gonna cut that and then some here. And then of course I want to add dimension to the images, so I'm going to add some of my foam tape. Okay, so I have foam dots on the back here, so those are ready to be layered. I'm going to start with the trim. So I wanted to do the elements in a like a playful way, just like this. So let's start adding them up. And I don't want to give this too much volume because I'm thinking it will be really hard to store, and it is a binder. So I don't know how we store that. I typically display my mini albums facing out, and the binders that I have, I mean, they're not embellished on the front, but that is where I keep my pocket leathers, and those I usually just keep side to side. So I don't know how she's going to storage this, so I'm just gonna try to make it not too bulky on the front. Okay, so now we're gonna put this beautiful girl right here on the center. I love her glasses and her pink hair, so pretty. So then I also laminated this image that says have fun, enjoy every moment, and love it. So I want to put that one over there. Whoops, my glue is kind of coming out. So on this side I don't want volume, so I'm just going to use the glue that I had in there, but on the other side I do want some volume. So I have glue on one side, looks kind of messy, and then I have the foam tape, and let me clean the glue a little bit. There we go. So now I can just add this. Let's see, some more glue. Okay, so I think just like that should be fine. Yeah, I love it, it's so pretty. And then I can probably add this bonjour up in here, like a title kind of thing of the book, because it is kind of Parisian, at least the collection is. And so I'm just going to add some more foam tape, and then we're done with the cover. So just like that, and let's put this here, and here we go. Now let's just add it, and I think I love it. I love it. And I'm going to add the other image of the girl here on the inside. It's so pretty. Oh. Okay, so I'm just gonna add glue on this one and not add dimensions. So let's just do it like that, and just add like a little view, like a little, I don't know, just decorate the inside a little more. And then also I have these flowers. They're kind of cute. I don't know if I should use that or more of the rosette here. Maybe I'll use the flowers just to have something different. And just making it pretty. Some flowers there. Maybe another one over here. It's kind of like she's on the field of flowers. Something like that, maybe too many, maybe just like that. Okay, and so on the pages I'm going to do a separate video on the embellishments, but I found this pom-pom trim on my stash, and I think it's, oh my gosh, gonna be so cute here on the side of the pages. So then when you have your book closed, you can see them kind of peeking out a little bit. So I'm going to just add this pom-pom trim here on the sides, and yeah, cute, huh? I love it. look how cute that looks with the little pom-pom on the side. So I think I wanted to add a little bit of bling, so I pulled this bling out, and I think it's gonna look really cute with that piece of bling up there. So I'm just going to cut this into a little piece and add it just on the top as a little like pop-up. I don't know, like a wow. It's all about girly things, right? So girls, I think we love bling. I know I do. All right, so I'm going to put this one up in here, just like that. And there you go. I love it. I hope you guys love it too. And don't forget to join me next time. We're gonna work on the embellishments that we are going to be adding, and also some like shaker little pockets to do too. And so yeah, super happy with how it looks. Love the collection. Is so girly, so pretty. And so yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.